We're going to listen to the radio chatter. We'll do what we can uh, with LAX Tower to see if we can get in a little closer and try and track this red car. But for now, that red car has gone out of our sight. Let's see just about how far away we are. The one behind those, behind the building,
All rise. This doesn't look like court though, Nancy, but they've lost the car.
Yeah, so we have monitored this chase in the hopes that it would get in a way that we could watch it without seeing it like this.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that's going to happen. They said the sheriff helicopter has left.
Yeah.
They've probably lost the car. How? I don't know. They look like they were right on his ass the entire time.
I feel so bad for everybody up in these choppers today because of what they went through. Like I was like Stu right in the begingetting. Go right. Made a left. I mean, it's just
So I mean, that's that. That's
they
call it into that.
And it's such a so here's where we could have been at if we would have jumped on it and didn't wait. We would have started that, had 5, 6, maybe 10 minutes worth.
Yeah,
and then court would have been canceled.
So we made the right call by not going to that.
But once in a while we make proper decisions. It's very slim. Very quick. Gonna be kind of a crazy day here. The thunderstorms are kicking up. I know you got your storms are coming soon.
Severe weather is on its way here. It's supposed to be here around 4:00 today. It starts getting ramped up really bad. Schools have been dismissed early because it's going to be 65-mile-an-hour winds.
Yeah,
there's going to be some tornadoes, perhaps. Anything's possible. It's going to be really rough for about 5 or 6 hours.
Did you put something bad in the comments, Arm Bears? Now here's where ours has taken it. Now the thunderstorms are rolling in now. I just as soon as I fired everything up, the thunderstorms start up, of course. I have so many branches down in my yard already. It's so annoying. But here's the thing. I'm just looking through, and now it's changed up to tonight. We may here in South Carolina see some wet snow overnight, which is absolutely crazy because it's 66 effing degrees right now. 66 outside. And they're calling for potential wet snow tonight here in the Carolinas, which is that's not good.
Yeah. So it's gonna happen. It's getting here to the coast where I'm at a little bit later. It's already starting to rain, some heavy rains on the way. So hopefully we'll get everything done before it gets really bad. So
glad to see Pass. I know she's right in the thick of things throughout last night.
I saw Florida Panhandle was getting pounded with some tornadoes this morning when I got up. Hopefully everybody is safe and secure wherever they're at.
Got currently is a flood watch. The tornado stuff, I guess we're only like 20% chance, or what is it, 10 to something? Not huge, but I know that's on its way. I think your winds are going to be way worse than ours. I think they're only predicting like 40-mile-an-hour gusts for us, but.
So we'll see. We'll hang in there. Before we get started on this video, I want to thank Kitchen Court Chats for sending this over for us. It's a civil warrant. You know, they gotta go before the judge and say, "Hey, look here, judge. This is what's going on. I need this warrant because this person is a real a-hole."
All right.
So it's up to Judge Smith here to gather the information and make that determination. Wow, did you see that? That was pretty cool. You'll see that I have spray painted the kid's face. Yeah, we won't see the kid's face all that much. So we're doing our best to keep this child off camera.
That's like watching a Florida resident edits of the Tim Tracker. Where they
because
which I love.
YouTube does not like children on screen.
Yeah. So anyways, let's do it. I'm ready.
Jump in it. Why not? Let's go.
All right, raise that right hand. You swear, affirm, and tell the truth, the whole truth, under penalty and perjury of the law?
Yes, I do.
I do.
Now, you do have your baby here. Do we need to have your baby sequestered? Is she going to be testifying?
You're talking to me or Miss Williams?
You the only one with a baby?
No, she has my other daughter. That's what I was asking. But
I didn't know. See, we gonna ask a whole lot of things. Okay,
right.
But maybe
off
she
to a
is
great start.
testifying now that y'all talking about that. So just hold tight. Let Miss Williams give her statement about what's going on.
Okay.
All right.
Miss
Well,
Williams got some buggy eyes up there, boy.
Y'all, well, wait, y'all
Okay.
got under oath. What are y'all doing?
We did.
I'm gonna do it again because I must have forgot. You
Okay.
swear and affirm and tell the truth. The whole truth, and the whole thing.
I
Judge
did.
is on it.
Miss Coulson.
Oh, I do.
All right, now we can go. All right, Miss Williams, you got till about 6:55, 6:56. Go right on ahead.
Okay, I can sum it up. So first and foremost, I did get a TPO on her on August the 1st of 2023. And the reason for that TPO is because I allowed the child to go with her, and it ended up getting sent up to the detectives for interference with custody. She told DeKalb County she wasn't giving the child back, so forth. So then she started popping up at my house, sending threatening messages, going to the baby's school, sending me messages saying she called the school to dismiss. Detective Hardy and the Special Victims Unit then advised me to.
Once in a while, I get really annoying around the house, and I was, yelling out, long-legged Mac Daddy and Oprah Winfrey, and Emily just looks at me because she has no clue where any of that comes, and I'm screaming, the long-legged Mac Daddy is loud.
I run around the house saying, let's F some whores all the time. My wife looks
But
at me like,
I mean, she has an idea of who that is, I'm sure.
My sons do. They're like, hey, it's Ronnie.
But I love it because she just starts yelling at me. Like, what are you talking about? What are you saying?
Put a standing order on her. I'm assuming she got served maybe August 17th or so. We had, after the 2 weeks, August 31st was supposed to be the day we go to court for the actual 12-month order. August 29th was when she called my phone, and I reported it. I sent it in. She called my phone at 10:20 from an unauthorized, unknown, first from 2 private calls, and then she called from an unknown number, in which you'll see that I sent the phone log, the calls, the time, and everything in. She started crying on the phone, and I made sure that I said her name so that when I did this, you will know that it's her voice, everything else. She then started taking pictures of my stuff that I was posting on Instagram, sending it to my ex-wife, just doing the most.
Okay, hold on. I'm very, all right. I am sorry.
Right.
I didn't understand this case at all. These two used to be together?
I think that's what we're getting to, I believe.
And they got a baby together?
That's what Monique said in the beginning, and then because we thought she was cray there for a second, but there is
Yeah, she's like, she's got my daughter, and I'm like, she's kidnapped your daughter?
Yeah, there's another child. Does she have shorts on? I hope. Kayetta Williams, Miss Williams.
Well, I mean, she does got beautiful hair too. At the same time, she got like curlers in her hair. Maybe. All right, so that's her ex.
Yeah.
They did a lot of, you know what I'm talking about around her. You know that. You know. Scissor me, daddy. Long way to that joke.
It was worth every
second of it. And so she's been screenshotting stuff and sending it to her ex-wife. So they're exes, and now they're sending stuff to each other's other exes.
They call that man spreading, I believe, right, Nancy? Griggsy, good luck with that. I hope they use the lube. I'm not looking forward to getting that procedure done at all.
I know you called me last night and I missed your call, but I did hear your voicemail. There's no need to cry. There's no need to cry.
No need to cry, Griggsy. Everything's gonna be fine.
As far as the calls, the violation of the order, that's all I had. Like I said, I did send in everything to clarify that. If I'm supposed to speak on October 24th,
look at Mikey with a little jokey poo there. That's different for you. I like that. Keep it up.
If I'm supposed to wait, I can. As far as October 24th, I have no idea what she's talking about. She don't know this, but October 23rd through the 27th, I was moving. I did send in the U-Haul information on the 23rd when I got it. All October 24th, I was driving Uber, in which I screen recorded the whole day that I was Ubering, and I also sent that in. As far as driving by her baby's father's house, last time I drove by there was in May when me and her both was there, And I also sent that in with the pictures with the timestamp dating May. So as of October 24th, I have no idea what she's referring to. I do feel like she's still harassing me third party due to, I just moved here. I got an order from the sheriff's department stating that she went to try to modify the order, stating that she got visitation from Fulton County, in which that we haven't even had the hearing for that yet for her to get visitation. So for her to go down and modify that order, I feel like it was just a tactic to pick with me. How they even got this address, she was asking people for my address. Like I said, I haven't even been here 2 months. And when they came here, I even asked the officer, how did they get the address? She gave them the address. How she have my address, I don't know. It's just been ongoing, and I'm tired. Like I said, October 24th, when I got this, I have no idea. When I saw that she did, stating that I was texting her saying I was defects and all of that, I also sent in the messages.
Was what?
Where,
defects.
Everything that she's accused me of, she did to me, and I sent in the evidence for that. She put on there, I had people calling and texting her pretending to be defects. That's what she said.
All right, so I think we're going down the wrong path. From what I understand from a couple of no spoilers in the chat, which is fine on this one, they were not lovers.
Okay, so
But
how they got each other's children?
I don't know. This is a weird. Hopefully, we can figure it out. What the defects thing? We've heard of that before.
Defects, that's like social services or something like that, right? And but you got people calling asking, hello, this is defects on the phone. I'm coming to get your baby.
This one's an odd case so far, but we'll
and she's got they were both at her. She's got an ex-wife. This lady over here, they were both at her baby daddy's house together at some point.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they share a baby daddy. That would kind of make some sense. I'm glad you're here today.
There was a penis somewhere in
there
this
was
equation at some point in time.
I think we were wrong trying to get to that scissor me daddy what that was about.
It's
Jenny, right? I mean I couldn't imagine.
I like her pose right there.
Back to it. Let's try to figure this out. I'm still very confused, but
asking me, can I pretend to be somebody for defects for her baby dad? I sent everything in. Like I said, that's why.
Nikki, thank you. It's a CPS in Georgia. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense, though. JG, welcome. Good to see you.
Happened October 29th. As far as October 20th, I have no idea what she's talking about at all. We're not talking to you.
Get your old ass out of the picture.
Back.
No worries. All right, I'm going to put you on mute, and then we'll hear from Miss Coulson.
They're both so happy. I'm so happy to be here right now.
All right, Miss Coulson, unmute, and it'll be your opportunity. You can go till about 7:00.
Okay, so the incident that I'm talking about, first off, she was my best friend. Like, I trusted her enough to get temporary guardianship. Of my daughter. Once she found out that she met with me to drop the baby off, to drop Promise off, the baby that you see. She met with me at the mall, dropped her off. Our problems didn't start when she started putting fake TPOs and all of that stuff on me until she found out that I terminated that guardianship. How I got her address was because, first off, my lawyer gave me her address, and I have evidence of that as well. My lawyer gave me her address because we were supposed to set up visitation the beginning.
Did you see her up top? Her
eyes get like this big. She's got some of the best faces ever. She's like, huh? What? Like cartoon eyes.
Man, what a messy situation this is. Now that, Tiny Piggy, thank you. 5 to the main channel. Mikey teased yesterday about the members only Friday at 5:30 Eastern.
It's going to be well over an hour.
Oh God,
maybe 2 hours.
Oh wow!
Because the video itself that we're going to watch is over. We had to get a quick start on it, but it's all about revenge.
Oh boy,
we're going to give you a professional lesson on Revenge this Friday for members only on the main channel. So you do not want to miss it. And it's hosted not only by myself and Creed, but another big name celebrity will be taking part.
Oh, nice. That's what they call a teaser.
This year, because due to her putting a TPO on me, I wasn't allowed. I haven't seen my daughter in over 7-8 months, and
My God,
I don't even know if she remembered me. So all of this stems
That's
from
sad.
that.
That's
And
very sad.
she did, because for one, she been calling defects on me since this baby was 5 days old out of the hospital. She been calling defects on me. First off, defects is not going to text your phone. My defects case was closed when I was getting those text messages talking about drug testing me. And first off, I was never going on her social media because she blocked me on Facebook. I don't have Instagram.
Love Zach.
Tawana, which is my ex-boyfriend's aunt, was going on her Facebook page and sending stuff to me. And I told Tawana, stop, Denim. I told Tawana to
Denim?
stop.
Shit. Denim?
Denim?
Denim? Get your shit. Denim, don't you see we on court? Get your shit together. Denim. By the way, we were really good friends. And I had a baby within 5 days. She had called the defects on me. That's how good of friends we were.
Yeah, 5 days old. And we're calling.
She called defects on the baby when it was still in my womb. So,
ooh, that'd be interesting.
Ooh, wow.
Doubtful.
Wow.
I like that idea.
Don't be starting them rumors, but go right ahead.
We'll have to start guessing. Oh, sorry, Lisa.
I said, I don't need these problems. So I feel like
see what I did there?
Her would have been okay if Tawana would have never even got involved. But I'm not harassing her. I had to change my number because I have men that I never met. I'm still in a relationship with her dad. I got men texting my phone saying that I met them at Stonecrest and all of this stuff. I feel like that's because—
all right. So baby daddy, sharing a baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
Now we got a new man that she's never met that's texted him or her.
Share baby daddy. They also, Miss Kieta up there is also bisexual. She has had a wife as well, which nothing wrong with that. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game.
That's right.
And they share a baby daddy. Denim, tight fitting, denim jeans. I wonder what other kids' names are. Is Denim a good name for a kid?
No, I can't. No,
Denim.
My God. No. All right, we're piecing this together. We're figuring this out.
Because of her, I had to change my phone number. I just recently changed my phone number. I had to move from Tawana's house because of all of this situation. I was informed by my attorney from juvenile court to go ahead and put in for a modification so he could get me a visitation. Okay. Because the TPO, I was under the grounds. I agreed to the TPO because I thought that it didn't have nothing to do with my daughter. But they told me that because I gave her basically my rights are terminated right now because she has temporary guardianship. So they was like, in order for me to get visitation, this is what I needed to do. So I'm not harassing her. I don't know TikTok. She blocked me on TikTok. I'm not going out.
Got time for that.
First off, Your Honor, I'm on 20 years probation.
What?
I don't have nobody to
20? What? 20
Whoa.
years? Is that possible?
Yeah, if you've done something really, really bad.
That's as bad as getting into a timeshare, basically. Jesus Christ. By
the way, Nancy, family tree is a stump. You got to read the rings. I mean, they cut that bitch down a long time ago.
Watch my daughter, and I'm in college.
Hold tight.
And I'm in college.
Moving away from some of the focus of what's going on. I do like to have people give me a little bit of background.
20 years probation.
I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole. With that being said, now, ladies, you guys have said a lot, and so I want to try to get a good understanding because you guys don't have any witnesses. And the evidence that you submitted, for the most part, as I'm looking over it, I do see the TPO. I do see the 12-month protective order that was issued August 1st.
Okay.
I just want to let you guys know what I've got in my
Welcome all rise legal network.
I watched All Rise Legal Network this morning.
Yeah.
And
don't give them a bad review. Don't do this again.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
The only thing I have to say is they had, you know, how we have our areas where we like tell, go check out this channel. This channel.
Sure. Yes.
They have a section. Their channel says Heroes.
I like that.
First one is Law Talk with Mike. No problem with that. He's a big channel. I'll skip the second one. Biggin, good friend of ours. Love him. Great guy.
Yeah.
But the second one was the channel that we despise.
Time served. Oops. Did you say it? Oops.
Yeah. He kind of outed it. We're not about the money. We're about the community. And some channels are about the money. All Rise. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy yourself. Maybe we'll make the hero section one day.
Oh, and Gary, $2. Thank you.
Oh,
all about the money, baby. Thank you, Gary.
All about it.
Gary,
where are you?
I've got a GoFundMe, which that doesn't seem to be relevant to the allegations.
GoFundMe
this evening. I've got a GoFundMe. Remember, we're here on issues of really harassment and rude and decent conduct. So I want to kind of focus our minds back on where we are, because I see that there's a lot of other issues going on. I've got the 12-month protective order. I've also got, let's see what I have anything else here. I've got a screenshot of some phone calls. I've got some text messages.
I got a GoFundMe on here.
Got some video of a
some unpaid parking tickets,
I guess, for that day.
And by the way, I can count on one finger, I think, of channels that we give shit to.
Oh, yeah, one finger. Yeah, there's only one channel I despise. Yeah. All the rest I'm fine. I have no problem.
That's pretty bad when you think about that. I mean, out of all the interactions we've had, all the people out there, all the things, even Mikey, who does
nothing but steal our content.
And logos,
I don't even have a problem with that.
And even puts up videos of us on his
with
channel,
us in them. Yeah,
our logos and our names all over it. I don't even give a shit. Like, seriously, like, that think about that for a second. Think about that for a second.
I mean, damn, we're friends with Satan. I mean, it could get much crazier.
Good point.
That we hate that one channel.
For Miss Williams. And then I also see where there was a police report filed on the 24th, an incident report rather. And then finally, Miss Williams, I have these videos, I guess, of communication here or some type of call that would have taken place on the 29th. That I think you have evidence to show that it took place in the evening. But there was a 5-minute call. All right, so ladies, normally
that is amazing news. That deserves a hand.
Pretty awesome. That's worth stopping the show for, Sally. Seriously,
I like to think it's because you force them to watch us.
There you go. That's the reason, I guess.
What I do is I let folks go back and forth and I let folks ask questions, but I don't know if that's going to be productive for you ladies, because I can tell you guys got a lot of statements. So I'm going to do a little bit of quick questioning. Normally, that's not the normal basis, and I want to stress that to you because normally I don't do that. But when you don't have any witnesses, and ultimately we've got a lot of he said, she said. So let me just start with Miss Williams. I'm going to just ask a couple questions here, okay?
Go ahead.
All right, Miss Williams, can you unmute? Miss Coulson, can you mute for a second?
Been thinking about you, Miss K. Your friend.
Miss Williams, you keep putting on this there you go. Unmute.
And Wenlaw 5 to the main channel.
You got your lamb picture up. You know what I mean? And next thing you know,
thank you.
It's the mute button. It listen. I want to hear you.
This was working a second ago. Come on, Miss Williams, get it together.
Okay.
There you go. You are unmuted.
Yeah.
All right, so Miss Williams, let me just focus here. I just want to make sure, because remember, we're here. I always like to say, we're here on a lewd, obscene, lewd, or a decent telephone communication.
Lewd?
Right? Tell me.
Lewd or indecent telephone communications?
Lewd. Do you think it was like real nasty? Like Like they.
Yes, Kirk.
Thank you. Yes, Kurt, we have. But right now we're busy making lewd.
Indecent
phone calls. Call me now.
$2.
Happens.
Because y'all didn't say nothing about any of the things that ultimately I told y'all to focus on, which was the allegations that y'all made. Right? Now I can see what's going on, but I want to know specifically the allegations of lewd, indecent communication. Tell me when this happened.
They never talked about that.
Okay, so as far as the lewd and indecent communication, when I first did this, and the judge that I spoke with, he told me that he was placing it for a violation of a protective order. However, we went to court for the same case November the 6th. And that's when the last judge put it in as a violation. I'm not sure if she kept the harassing phone calls, but the whole point of mine was violation of the protective order. Now, the other part, I don't know if he kept those charges on there, but the whole point of me doing it was a violation. Because when she was calling my phone after the order. So that was my only issue, the violation.
I take that judge was not me.
No, it wasn't. I done seen 2 other judges before this.
All right. 2 other.
And then, like I said, when we went November 6th, that's when the lady judge stated to the clerk to add
Miss Lady Judge
violation of the order.
Okay, well, I don't see the order, the violation of the order, but ultimately, what you're saying is, you're saying she called you after the order, and the order, what you're saying, would have been done on
August 29th.
29th, and she called you on the 29th.
No, she violated the 29th. The order was done on the 1st of August.
Okay, that's what I wanted to just. Okay.
Yeah.
I see that August 1st, and she was served with it then as well.
She was served with it before the 29th because we had court 2 days later on the 31st.
Okay. And did you address that with the court then when she allegedly?
I did. I
Say?
I addressed it to Judge Guy. That was the judge for that case, Judge Guy.
I remember Judge Guy.
I called the police, make a report, and after court that day was the day I called the police to my home and let them hear the recording. My ex was actually calling me while the police was there, telling me that she had just called her phone too. So it's not just me she's calling my ex and, sending pictures to them as well. However, that's neither here or there. But
so we're talking, okay, nudies, right?
We're talking, yeah, she's sending, and not only she's sending them, Miss Williams has entered them into evidence, so judge has seen them.
Oh,
so,
that's a good point.
Yeah, that was some of her evidence. But again, all right, so the TPO is protecting her, but I mean, does it really protect anybody from getting dirty pictures from her that are just like her husband or boyfriend or maybe somebody? Good to see you looking at legal stuff. Good to see you. By the way, if you don't know anything about Kitchen Court Chats who sent us this video, the link is down in the description. If you like late night, all alone, court action, you'll want to go over to Kitchen Court Chats.
Tell Paisley we sent you.
Yes, please. All right, dirty pictures. They're flying around.
Bob sent out a few dirty pictures in his day.
Never take pictures of your privates. Nobody wants to see that.
Remember the time that Edwin said
Edwin sent some, he sent he sent somebody a picture of his wang.
My man.
See, I'm gonna be frank.
Does this look normal?
The notice that was sent was not for that. Now I understand that there's potentially a violation of TPO, but I want to just make sure because you have that alleged, and I'm looking at the evidence. What evidence would you like me to look at that supports the facts that she violated the TPO or sent?
You can look at the video. You can look at the video. Like I said, the video is dated for August 29th at 10 something p.m. that would have been a violation right
I took
there
mine
alone.
down.
I'm not sure exactly what else I sent in. I think the other stuff that I really sent in was at the stuff that she's trying to say I did.
Okay, and just one more thing. Tell me about
Georgia.
this so I can just make sure. What's the
Georgia.
children? Who has? Does anybody have some
So-
child?
So she had
Nah.
a couple kids. And me and my ex had this child. No, me and my ex had got this child. She's 2 now. We got her when she was like 6 weeks old. So we've been had the child.
They adopted.
I'm assuming she didn't go to the baby store and buy what. Strange way to talk about the kid, right? Almost
All
like
right,
a commodity.
Her and her ex got a kid together. They picked one up
from the store.
Yeah, a baby store.
Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna try and write this down so I don't F it up.
There's so many parts and pieces to this. They were not together. They shared just a very quick synopsis, if we understand this right.
I'm guessing ex-husband. I don't believe it was probably like just a random ex, or somebody gave them this baby. Maybe they were gifted this baby.
But there's a baby daddy or ex that's involved, and then there's the new man,
right?
And these two.
And Kianta up there has one of
sabotage. try and react to this one, you fools.
Yeah, enjoy, you dummies.
Idiots.
So and Key has one of Monique's babies at her house, but Kianta made reference that Monique has children she doesn't have, so I'm wondering if that other one is hers too. Intoxicating.
I just
people say that about us too.
They do all the time. You should see the emails that we get about how intoxicatingly beautiful that we are. Makes us smile.
However, she asked me July 18th for a play date. And
what kind of a
that's sex, Creed. That's sex.
Or getting the children together.
Oh, never mind.
It's one of the I don't know.
Sorry, I was going with so much nakedness. I mean,
so much.
You hear the words and you think it's that, Sorry.
For anybody that says that we talk too much, just FYI, we're in 30 minutes and we've been through 15 minutes of the video.
I met her with the child, the brand new car seat that we had got for the child.
Hold on, let me stop.
It was just supposed to be a play date.
Wait. And I know
yes.
You say the child.
The child.
I always use children's names here, but obviously we have
Promise. Her name is Promise. Yeah, okay. I ain't want to.
Okay. Is Promise the child that's in
Promise? Denim and Promise.
Promise is the one that was walking back and forth here.
Okay, let me ask you. Is Promise, you haven't, that's not your baby. You didn't have Promise yourself.
No, I didn't physically have her, no.
You adopted her or you currently have custody of her?
I currently have guardianship over her for the past 2 years now, almost.
Is that Miss Coulson's baby?
Yes.
And maybe Snowler.
So it is her baby.
You saying you've had guardianship.
And she was 6 weeks old. Yes. Okay. Through Fulton County. Me and my ex-wife.
You and who is your?
We got her January 7th.
Ex-wife.
Fulton County Sheriff's Department.
Okay, but she's not Miss Coulson.
No.
You guys are just, I assume, friends or were friends.
I didn't. Yeah, she knew my wife because of her. I'm not going to say about her situation. So it was like one of those situations where she had to report to her, and I'm gonna take your baby. I'm gonna help you out. She asked.
Hold on. Are we to assume Kenyatta's ex-wife,
Ashley High,
and Monique,
right,
was like on probation with her, like maybe like her probation officer, because she says she works for the sheriff's department.
Yes, with calls and Are we just gonna rewatch this again?
Never.
Tomorrow and
Never.
then the next day just to try
Never. Nope.
She asked, and we took her.
Because it's like your favorite movie, right? You watch it back, and it's almost every single time you pick out one thing that's new
She said, "Hey, I got a baby over here. Y'all want it?" And we said, "Sure."
I promise.
Okay. Okay. And you have other children.
No, I don't.
You just took
Okay,
this baby.
Yes.
Just one.
She asked me in June to take the baby that she had in her lap, but I didn't do it. She asked me, but I didn't do it.
I'm gonna get to you. I'm gonna get to you.
Damn.
All right. Let me ask this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the reason why y'all communicating at all? Is it because of
How do you make that phone call? Will you take this baby back? Like, how do you? I don't even know how that works.
Well, there's no return to sender here. We got another one up for grabs. She was going to give them denim as well as promise. They already got promise, and she was going to give them denim as well, like a BOGO.
The chat has gone completely crazy, Mikey. They're asking about sizes now. That's not appropriate.
5 inches here. Oh well,
5 inches is fine.
I mean,
One of those.
yeah, sure. But I've heard you don't even need that much. Get the job done.
That's what I heard. You need to
Allegedly.
press that button. Would you? Can I find it?
Well, where is
Stop the show.
is it gone? It might be. Oh, no, there it is.
Oh,
4 inches is fine.
Thank you, Robin.
okay, that one wasn't worth it.
baby?
This is what I figured out.
Yeah, basically.
Because y'all don't
The
have
reason we
a
were
relationship.
communicating.
Y'all not in a
Is that the actual family tree now? Is it
It's-
buy one get one free?
It's buy one get one free, baby.
Oh, baby. Denim promise. Keys.
I just don't know anymore.
Is it an apple? Is it
I
a
don't
monster?
It looks like a monster, don't it?
y'all not in no relationship.
Never.
Okay.
Never.
Hey, I don't know. I can't call.
Baby
All right,
back
and then
ribs.
as far as the allegation for the 1024 event in 2023, you've submitted me evidence to say that you were driving for Uber all that time.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you. I promise you on everything. I couldn't even tell you what she's talking about. Like I said, I sent in from the time I dropped Promise off at daycare that morning. You can see the time stamps on everything. And then when I looked at the offense, it says at 11:21 a.m. You can even look at the thing. It'll show you exactly where I was at 11:20 something a.m.
So tell me, because I don't see any evidence of harassment. I do see a call, but I don't know who that's from. I just see a call log. So I don't make
The call is from her calling me.
Okay. And how do you know that?
Yes.
And how do you know
Because
that?
I answered the phone and I recorded it with the baby's iPad.
And you recorded you having a
Because
conversation.
you can hear her talking on the video. Yes. Yes.
And were you talking to her back? Were y'all having a conversation?
The conversation just was her crying and telling me to come pick her up and come in her house. And I was just like, well, Monique, I'm in Savannah. I can't come. And then she started talking about her baby daddy and all this other stuff. And I just said, okay. And I just hung up. You can hear all of that in the video.
Welcome, Chris.
Welcome back, Chris.
So y'all had a full-blown just conversation. And would you have picked her up if you were not in Savannah?
No, I don't even know anybody in Savannah. I was at home. I just didn't want her to come to my house. I never even been to Savannah a day in my life.
Okay, that's what you told her.
Yeah, I've
Savannah's
never
a
been
nice
to
place.
Savannah.
All right.
Yeah, I've never been.
So basically, you want her, even though we don't have it currently posed, you want the allegation to be that she has somehow broke this TPO. Now, let me ask you. In this
Humble brag.
And I think the reason why the judge didn't put it is if you violated TPO, it could be alleged as a felony. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I didn't know, but
yeah. So listen, it says it right here in this letter that this TPO. It says right here. It says, hold on. It says specifically, respondent is hereby enjoined and restrained from having direct or indirect contact with petitioner, which is in violation of 16.590. And that any future acts committed by the respondent towards the petitioner, which are in violation of this statute and this protective order, can amount to aggravated stalking, which is a felony. So the reason why they probably didn't put it on here is because there's a potential allegation for felony. which would be outside of our jurisdiction and venue. So then we're stuck dealing with the statement of lewd or indecent contact, which is the reason why we're probably only dealing with that matter. Because if you did violation of a TPO in your original case, then that should be what we're dealing with. But that's not.
But see, that's what I did. Like I said, even when we went to the court the first time, that's what
Stop biting your fingers.
she put down.
I can't call it, but I will say what you're ultimately looking for very well may be a felony allegation, and that may not be within my view. Okay, that doesn't mean that it very well didn't happen.
Right.
With this particular criminal warrant application hearing, you understand? And so I want to just stress that because is evidence of accrued or lewd content or communication.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Are you saying that she did?
That's what I'm saying. All I told him was about the violation, and that's it.
Okay.
The same thing that I just told you. We are back today.
All right, I got a question.
For a violation.
She's on 20 years probation.
Yeah.
She violates his TPO. She's going back to prison, right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
I pulled that 20 years, right?
Yeah. Didn't really think about that. Why did it take us that long to figure that out?
I don't know, but that's a long time, 20 years. That's a pull.
Is he trying to work it in a way that, because he said it's outside, like some of that stuff is outside of like his jurisdiction and it'd be felony, blah, blah, blah.
Right, because this is supposed to be about proving your case to get the warrant for her arrest.
Right.
You know, if she can prove it, then she's getting arrested. She's going to come there and they're going to shackle her up and take her on out. Is that what she's doing? Changing the baby?
I think so, yeah.
I thought she leaned over and smelled it. That's a classic thing of it seems the baby's shit.
Ew.
Okay. All right. Sir, can you
I think that confirms the way that she just got up that it did.
Be a host so I can share in my screen and everything? All right. Will you hold tight, Miss Williams? I'm going to ask some information from Miss Coulson. Miss Coulson, you putting the baby to sleep? Laying him down?
No, she just pooped, so I'm changing.
They do that a lot. I understand. So, Miss Coulson, why you multitask?
I gotta give
wild, man.
I give this judge credit. Like he kind of runs this court kind of like we do, a shit show, but in a organized fashion, and still gets
it's organized chaos. It gets to the fit at the end. We'll get the finish, but a lot of work's going into this.
And good. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. I think that's the first.
It's the first official shit show.
T's diapers full too.
I'm going to try to ask you a couple questions because obviously you have an allegation against Miss Williams, and I'm going to try to not belabor this moment. Tell me, because you also claim that she harassed you back on 24th of October. So tell me about this harassing phone call.
And she getting into some scrubbing.
Okay, so this is a touchy subject for me, but at the time, like I wanted to piggyback on a couple things that she said. She didn't have my daughter. I had called a charge behind my first baby father, which was a human trafficking charge, which requires me to register on the sex offender registry.
What?
Whoa!
No way. Her first child, which I guess is not one of these two that are here. Her first child, that's the 20 years probation. She's been hit with the traffic charge. Not the good, okay kind. The really bad, awful kind.
We're this far deep into this, and then we
dropping bombs on us like that.
Holy!
Look at the lawyer right above her. Like, what did she just say? And look at the other lady. She got her hand on her face. Oh my God!
We're all feeling it here. All of us, probably all 255 of you in the chat, all have some sort of a look like all of.
Man, did not see that coming.
Oh, that's a whole. I think that this court is going to take a little bit of a change after. Here we are.
Even the judge's face is like, what did she
the
just
judge
say?
this is such a roller coaster. We're laughing, crying a little, giving them a lot of crap for all this back and forth. So much. Oh,
incredibly serious charges.
I'm gonna back that up just a tiny little bit. So
Again,
but
her ex up to no good.
there's Kay.
She has
story.
The rest of the story.
Kay, Erica said she sent over some info. So it'd be interesting to kind of comb through that because this is, my God. Billy Mays here.
Yikes.
I'm sorry. I needed to take a breath after. I did not see that. Yeah, the judge is just like, hold up. He must have known that, though, right?
He had to have. I mean, to not question why she was on 20 years probation, I'd be like, what? For
right.
what?
Excuse me, because I'm very all over the place, especially with this. Monique is the one that just said that. Okay, now Monique down there is changing her baby. Is she the one that was sending the lewd pictures?
Yes.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So now, if you're on a list, you're not supposed to even be using. Are you even allowed to? Is there different levels?
I don't know, man.
I thought you're not even supposed to be on social media and stuff when it comes to
that kind of thing. That's a rough one.
Oh, this is insanity.
Oh my
God. All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, when you're on, I mean, how do you? I don't understand. I'm gonna back this up just about 20 seconds there.
There was so this is a touchy subject for me, but at the time, like, I wanted to piggyback on a couple things that she said. She didn't have my daughter. I had called a charge behind my first baby father, which was a human trafficking charge, which requires me to register on the sex offender registry. That's how I met her wife. I was homeless. I didn't have nowhere to go. I've got 6 kids. I have lost all of my children. So I was like, instead of my daughter going to
right. So this was one of those charges. It's like if you ever accidentally got caught, like even there's some people, correct me if I'm wrong, but that have urinated in certain areas that are very close to say a school or something. And you could technically have to register. So not that human trafficking is not bad. I'm just saying, obviously human trafficking is Jesus Christ.
All right. So all right. So Kay, if you don't know, our good friend Kay has a channel as well. If Creed puts her name up there, it's easier to read it than to try and understand what I say. And she also has a very secret court case group where they really delve deep. They have investigators. I
love that.
I don't want to say any names of to protect the innocent. But yeah, so we were right about the her Kieti up there. Her ex was Monique's probation officer. Now, because of her situation, I don't believe she's supposed to have children. Some of the charges, by the way. Oh my goodness.
This is what she's talking about. This is the charges from the baby daddy of the first. Is that what she said?
Right. Yeah. Her charges were pimping persons under 18, which is a felony.
So it
trafficking,
is really bad.
Pandering.
Oh God.
I mean, these are all really, really bad charges. This is she was up to no good.
When we heard the 20 years probation, that was the first like bombshell of this, which seems like a year ago now. That we heard that, but that was the first. So that's why that's such a wow.
I don't know why this woman isn't in prison, RLS. By the way, thank you to the case chasers over here and their whole
my God.
Monique, oh my God, her mugshot. She's been arrested for a couple of things.
And Kate, yeah, you're probably right.
Oh yeah, that's
Good point,
that's
yeah.
pretty much how it starts, right? And
Yeah.
then you're pulled into it, and it becomes a whole thing. Hopefully, maybe she's turning her life around, but I'm not saying it's not too late. It's just a matter of now. I don't know where she's gonna go from here. I mean, she keeps having kids.
Oh, good luck, Gina. Jesus, that's got to be such a that shit.
That's always fun, Gina. If you're looking to buy a house in the greater Texas area, I know it's a small state. Look for Gina. All right, so we've kind of.
You've got so many kids involved with those charges. That is so concerning.
And that she continues to have children and calls people on the phone. Hey, you want this one? You can have this one.
Kay's right. So that's probably why the 20 years probation, because she was
a victim as well.
That probably that actually makes quite a bit of sense.
That's tough. That's a tough one. It's a tough one. This just got super heavy. Super heavy.
Speaking of super heavy, Mikey's on a tear.
Hey, yes. He
to
drank
foster
Kool-Aid.
and her wife take her, and her wife fell out, and when my daughter it's in the
and I'm not trying to be in any way disruptive, but this is your personal business. I understand that that's important, but I want to make sure that before you divulge everything, focus again, for my intent anyway, on what you have alleged this person did to you. Not because these aren't things that are important, but because ultimately those are the things I'm going to be making decisions on.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not saying I don't understand how frustrating that could be, because I really low-key can't even think about it, because I know how terrible that must feel. But tell me how she committed this harassing phone call against you.
So after she put the TPO on me, I did get served August 17th. I think I was just checking the mail at my baby father's house, because I don't even stay there. She just keeps sending stuff there. That house is actually under eviction. So
Gina doing that?
So basically she it was a guy, and I was entertaining it for a little bit because I really thought it was somebody I knew.
Did you see Dave's comment? I can't put it up, but it's worth scrolling down.
And as I kept talking to him, and he kept saying like, "Oh, I met you at Stonecrest." Mind you, she used to stay in Stonecrest, and I was like, "I don't know nobody from Stonecrest. I'm from Florida, so I don't really know too many."
Dave,
I don't really know too many people, and I was like, "Definitely not in Stonecrest, because I don't be in Stonecrest." So I was like, "I don't know you," and I was like,
"Wash your hands."
And he stopped texting me after that, and then I had like. Since my daughter, she's 8 months old now. Since she's been born, I have had 4 or 5 open defects cases because of her. I don't know why. I did tell her, I was like, if they try to take the baby, I did ask her. I said, well, could you take her too? And this was before all of this other stuff had ended up happening, because again, I don't have family up here. So I was like, she was my friend. I consider her my friend. So I was like, I don't want my daughter to go to the system. So I did ask her. Yes, she did decline. That is true. So what had happened? So after that incident, it was a girl named Shakia or something texting my phone saying that, "Oh, I need to drug test you." And I was like, first off, defects is they're gonna pop up. And my defects case from DeKalb County had just literally got closed like a week prior to me getting that text message. And I was like, that's weird. Why would defects start? Defects ain't texting nobody from no iPhone. And then for 2, I'm like, why she texting me talking about a drug test? Because when I was living in Cobb County a couple months ago, they just popped up on me and
the
did
one
a drug
talking.
test. So I was like, I thought it was her. And I was like, well, you put a TPO on me, but you keep sending these folks my way, or you keep having folks text my phone, because before I had that number for over a year. Before I changed my number January 31st, and I had that number for over a year. I never had nobody playing on my phone up until me and her fell out. But again, I feel like
hold up.
Stop them.
I've heard.
Hold
quite a
up.
bit.
Wait a minute.
So let
Something's
me
not right here.
in summation, because I would let you guys cross-examine each
Please
other.
wash your hands.
But I don't know if you guys are really going to give me any additional information that's going to be relevant to ultimately why we're here. Let me just make sure I understand, and you guys can confirm.
He's breaking that down now, Ray. So all of this word salad, this 30 minutes worth plus,
nothing.
Automatic, basically comes down to now. If somebody's sending some nude pictures of people that do not want them, though, that technically is something. But is that harassment? Is that
I think it falls under harassment, which would this case isn't even about harassment,
right?
That's a whole nother thing. That's a
talk.
different. That's like a TPO. You gotta get a TPO for that. If people are calling her and pretending to be defects and this, that, and the other, that's a harassment case.
So I was watching that Erie County dude that I showed you that one time.
Right.
I was watching him. One of his videos, a cop was trying to explain to what I believe is a city official that was claiming that he was being harassed. And he said to him, do you have over 100 texts or calls that you have not responded to in a small period of time? And the guy said, not that many. And the cop says, well, you know what? That's not harassment. I rewound it to go back. I was just wondering, because it's a gray area, right? It's kind of
It is.
I just, when he was asking him that, I thought, wow, that's what it takes to, so if you're like at about 90 texts and phone calls without one response, you're not harassing until you get to that 100 mark. I don't know. It's just pretty crazy. But wow, what a case. Paisley, you,
wow,
sent us quite the link.
Yes, you did.
My God.
Obviously, you guys have a relationship because Miss Williams, you have a child of hers, but you have full custody or have custody. Miss Coulson, you obviously know Miss Williams through that relationship and obviously maybe some other communications with an ex of hers. There subsequently has been some things that have taken place which have driven Miss Williams to get a TPO and a 12-month restraining order. I'm not quite sure what all of those acts are, but nonetheless, there is one. Okay, and it's still effective. But we're here dealing with this hearing, and that's fine. But we're not here on the violation of the TPO, because if that's the case, Miss Williams, if you would have called the police, they would have investigated this for a felony. That's something that still can take place. Whether or not they take it, though, isn't a decision of mine. It's a decision of the officer.
I heard that.
It's a decision of yours, true.
I did
if you ultimately want to do that. That's on me. But this evening, ladies,
right.
I'm going to be frank with you.
You're good.
It's really not about any harassment. I've seen some harassing phone calls. I've seen some lewd pictures.
Ooh.
I've seen all types of things. Things I wish I never saw. For real.
Oh,
but
God.
y'all not hear about that. Y'all really hear about babies, custody, and drama. Well, y'all are all involved in it. Now, whether or not that rises to the level of an arrest warrant,
She put her fingers in her mouth again.
a whole different thing. And honestly, it seems like y'all have an ongoing thing because there still seems to be hearings taking place. And with that in mind, there seems to be some type of communication. Y'all seem to talk. For people who have TPOs, y'all talk a lot. And y'all talk a lot.
I haven't talked to her since July.
I understand.
True.
But you see her in court. So, y'all have to because y'all come to hearings and there's orders filed.
It's been on Zoom.
Oh, well, y'all talking to each other now. So, it's still, y'all still people. We still here. But ladies, let's just be honest. You both have
Melissa.
If your intention, y'all haven't sent anybody in your harassment. Please not that y'all provided me any evidence for. But I want to tell you this: y'all both have children. Now, if it's your intent for her to be arrested, or your intent for her to be arrested, so y'all can lose y'all children, that's another thing. That's another thing. If that's y'all intent, that's what y'all want to move, or that's what y'all gonna do. But you're not gonna get it from me this evening because y'all haven't supplied to me any evidence to support the fact that y'all harassing each other. Y'all harassing each other, all right, but y'all harassing each other at at the expense of children. And I don't tolerate that. So y'all not gonna get that from me. Now, if there's a felony that needs to be pursued, by all means. But please do not bring child drama.
She going to town.
Yeah, she just changed a spooky diaper.
Because I got 3 of my own and I don't tolerate it.
You said something there.
So listen, ladies.
Testify.
Please, don't talk to each other unless y'all in a hearing with me or somebody else again. So we don't have to do this. Because ultimately what could result, truthfully, Miss Williams, is you losing your child that you've loved on for now a year and a half. And Miss Coulson, I would hate for you to lose another child if that's not what's necessary. And it seems like you're doing a great job with that cute little baby over there. And I want that to continue. But ladies, that all is dependent upon you. But for this evening, it's going to be dismissed because y'all ain't talking about nothing this evening. Not that you have proof of. Now, again, as I said before, the TPO is another issue. So, Miss Williams, you can do what that is you so choose. But as far as the court is concerned, position 1 as well as position 6, those cross claims will be dismissed as there isn't sufficient probable cause that have been presented to me this evening. Ladies, you guys go ahead and you have a great evening. And
wow.
Yikes.
Great judge, though. Seriously, he does have a lot of patience. He let them. I think he let them go on a little bit too much, but I also think that he's trying to make sure to hear as much as he can of this because
he definitely wanted to give them a chance to flush it out,
right,
and make a case out of
right.
What they're and he seemed to allude that there might be something there for a different kind of case, but not for what they had brought before him in order to get the civil warrant for her arrest. And they both wanted each other to be arrested. They went for each other. One filed, then the other one filed back. So, everybody had a case to be made.
He almost may have let them go a little bit long to try and get it out of their system to kind of just get it out there. But man, those two, again, Kitchen Court Jets. Thank you, basically, for sending that over. That is a giant cluster F.
Yeah.
An enormous shit show. But I love it, especially trying to figure it all out. I think we have a pretty good grasp of the situation of what that was, but my God, God bless. Threw some big curveballs into that one.
Oh, boy,
Actually, no, perfect timing. And I don't even bother rewinding.
Unless you hate yourself, go back and rewatch it.
Yeah.
Because it's a mess. Absolute mess. Again, thank you to Kitchen Court Chats. Link down in the description. Thank you for sending that over. Miss K, thank you for not sending anything over the last 90 days. And K, watching on, is that a thing? Can you touch us?
That's kind of weird.
That's new. I want to hear more about that. Ooh. And sorry you did not get what you wanted for Christmas, but you were sent a Christmas card, so I don't know why you didn't get it. I don't know. Some people are very, very far behind. Very far behind. Oh boy. Yeah, everybody continue to be safe. The weather's already started deteriorating here. I had to take my headphones off because I was like, what does that sound?
Oh, yeah.
It's just the rain beating against the house because the wind's blowing it right into the house.
The gusts when they come flying through, and it's a different sound this time of year when all the leaves are gone. I got giant oak trees out here. It's such a different sound with these big gusts that are just going by these dead looking trees because there's nothing on them, and then I heard 2 thumps, so I'm thinking we'll see. It might be some planters that have fallen. We'll see. And then I wish I get my camera over there to see how bad it's coming down right now. It's crazy. Anyways, only got one more one that we got to do. I might do some slots tonight, but we'll see with that because the weather is getting scary, and I can't imagine if it snows tonight. That would be so.
That's gonna be crazy,
considering it's still 60-something degrees outside. Anyways, what a crazy one today.
Yeah. So if you're around right now, we have a premiere happening at 3:00 with Judge Boyd. A great case of a helicopter mom that didn't helicopter enough.
Oh,
yeah. She should have done a better job, I think. Judge Boyd handing down some heartfelt justice at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on Credence and Mikey channel. Make sure you go and check that out. Be hanging out in the chat, saying hello. Don't forget 405. We got a chase. We got a doozy. We got some really good stuff. A little bit of wild woman type content, wild man as well.
Tuesday?
In the southern regions.
Oh.
Also, we'll be going to hang out with our good friends over WHKY Crime Report.
Yay. Love those. Always makes my day when I get to see AMAC and Rob
Eastwood. Do you think that's his real name?
No. It sounds too movie star.
Rob Eastwood.
Because the Eastwood. Anyways, TPO on me, Baby Express. Tiny Piggy, thank you. Sweet Nancy, thank you.
Sweet Nancy.
Sweet Nancy. All Rise Legal Network, welcome. Gary, Sally Port, thank you. Congrats, with all the
good job, hubby.
Love that. Wenlaw with some blessings. Navarre's police videos, thank you. Chris Whitfur, welcome back. And Kieran, thank you guys so much. We'll see you at 405 East. God willing, we'll be here.
Anyway. Yeah. We'll see how things are going. Hopefully everything is good. Everybody take care. Need you to do 3 things.
I need you to stay safe. I need you to stay hard. I need you to stay tuned, because in this world of ours, sometimes you need a hand, and sometimes you need 2 top guys, baby. We'll see you real soon. We love you. Take care, and bye-bye.
That voice.
Yeah, that's pretty good, right?
Pretty amazing.
Science.